that's the whole thing. It's like they want easy mode. I'll give them an easy mode.
Well, hello, everybody. This is Christopher and Darren.
I'll give them easy mode real good.
And welcome back to World of Final Fantasy. And let's just jump right into it, right? Don't we? Because why not?
Back to Freak City.
We were just talking about Ninja Gaiden, though. Ninja Gaiden's Sigma specifically, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, I can't go this way.
Yes, you are the best listener.
Best listener.
Yeah, you got the overlays. You don't have to repeat it anymore.
Yeah.
I say after repeating it because I'm an idiot.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of backtracking because I don't remember which way I came from, up or down. No, we were talking about that, the fact that easy mode on Sigma is technically harder than more normal mode.
Nobody's gonna know what we mean by simply by Sigma.
Oh, Ninja Gaiden Sigma, or Ninja Gaiden Sigma, or however you want to pronounce it.
And Black. I was trying to explain that, yeah, Sigma or easy mode was something the fans demanded, so it was thrown into Black, and then later Sigma. And Tonobu Itagaki was
a troll.
Well, you heard my comment of, I'll give them easy mode.
Yeah. Easy mode was actually harder than normal mode. Like what? Like, why would you? Oh yeah, you're a troll. That's why.
Because he's Tonobu Itagaki.
Can't even say it.
I have to look up his name.
But yeah, he was known as being a massive troll with the games.
Well, he was known as specifically having his vision and being so freakishly inflexible and uncompromising with his vision. Which is why the first 4 Dead or Alives and, you know, the remasters of such were awesome games. And the 5th one was mediocre crap. Same with the 3rd Ninja Gaiden.
And I've only played it on PlayStation 3, so that's my whole experience with it. But... And I never beat it.
Ninja Gaiden.
Because I kept on dying on normal mode, and it said, oh hey, you're dying a lot, do you want to switch to easy mode? And I'm like, why not, I'll switch to easy mode, see if I can beat it on easy at least. And then, I got a little bit further than the first checkpoint, I died, and I was like, wait, what the, what? What? Yes. There's no checkpoint. There's no checkpoints. There's no checkpoints.
Tomonobu Itagaki.
What now? Irabaki?
Tomonobu Itagaki.
Iragaki.
Well, Tomonobu.
Okay, weight, 1 level greater, thunder resistance. So I need to get thunder resistance.
You know, the guy who always dressed like he was in the Matrix. I am not joking about that. If you ever see pictures of that guy, he is always in the full leather trench coat with the sunglasses on.
I'm gonna change back just to get this.
Actually,
thing. Okay.
I guess it would be more accurate to say that he's dressed like he's always in the movie Versus, but...
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I kind of gave up on that game about halfway through. Because I found other games that I liked.
Oh, I I kind of rage flamed out on it when I was on the second fight with Alma.
Oh god.
Second to last boss fight, I just went.
Fuck this, I'm out.
And well, let's just say it's a good thing they built those old Xbox controllers thick and sturdy, because
yeah.
the wall failed, not my controller.
I know someone who actually drop kicked their Xbox. He literally drop kicked his Xbox. That's how pissed off he got at it.
Wait. There are two kinds of drop kicks. There's one where you jump up and try to hit it with both your feet while sideways, and sort of like a sideways thing.
This is where he jumped up, threw his legs to the side, and wham on the console.
So it is the wrestling drop kick, not the soccer drop kick.
Yeah. And he put his full weight on the Xbox. The first one, not 360. The first Xbox.
God, the way that thing's built.
Yeah. Suffice it to say, he didn't really hurt it any. He ended up in the hospital with a shattered ankle. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's one of the Xbox wins.
Yeah, pretty
much. Okay.
Everybody
Comparing anything to Dark Souls, what you need to do is shut up and go play go play some Ninja Gaiden. They made Ninja Gaiden Black backwards compatible on Xbox One.
Or just the NES one.
I don't know if they re-released it on PS3.
Well, I know they released Sigma on PS3, I'm pretty sure.
Or no, not PS3, PS4.
That I don't know. But you play that shit, and you'll stop saying Dark Souls to compare things to. Yeah. You'll start saying the Ninja Gaiden of X.
Ninja Gaiden? What's that? Oh, here. Let me show you. Here, pick up this controller.
Rage quit after 10 minutes. See, in Dark Souls, if you die, at least you respawn with everything. Well, except for your levels and everything, but still. Well, you don't respawn with everything. You can still go collect everything that you lost when you died, but... Ninja Gaiden, no, you lose everything. You just...
No, that's not what,
I thought that's what it was. You just pick it up whenever you die.
That's not how... No.
I've only played it once, so...
See? The Ninja Gaiden I'm talking about, not the NES era, although that one where you had lives and limited continues and only level checkpoints, that was horrifying enough. No, I'm talking about the thing that made freaking Ninja Gaiden so hard.
No, I wasn't talking about Ninja Gaiden. I was talking about Dark Souls at that point.
Oh.
Where you can pick everything up.
Well, you just lost your souls. You kept all your items.
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden, you don't lose your inventory. You just.
Well, yeah.
It's just.
Alive.
It's just that you have to be razor fucking perfect in gameplay at all times, or else you'll get owned.
Yeah.
And sometimes the camera gets in the way, but not enough for you to reliably blame it on the camera.
Yeah, and a lot of people just blame it on the camera. I couldn't do it 'cause it was the camera problem.
It's because you got in a fight with 3 spider ninjas who were all throwing those fucking exploding kunai at you.
Yeah. That's...
And you're playing way too aggressively because you're just getting progressively angrier and angrier.
Yeah, that's another thing, is knowing when to
until you black out in your rage and wake up being wrestled by cops away from someone who you're suddenly trying to strangle to death with your Xbox controller cable.
But nah, with my friend that dropped kicked the Xbox, the reason he did it was because he got the red ring of death.
So you're talking about the 360, not the original Xbox.
Yeah, might have been 360. Wasn't there a red ring of death on the original?
No. Some of the power sources had issues, but they were on top of that shit.
It must have been a 360 then, because when he drop kicked it,
good job.
It somehow fixed it. He tried cutting it back on like a couple hours later after he did it, because he was like, "Fuck this! I'm not going to deal with this right now." Came back and it works. I'm like, "Oh, holy shit!" Sometimes hitting it does work.
Well, the shock probably jiggled the melted connections back into play. Or
possibility. God damn it! This
before the glue's set again, and well, those early consoles had shitty soldering glue.
Yeah.
Wait, Black Panther is already out digitally?
What?
I'm going through like the movie shopping section for my Xbox, and they just have the thing for Black Panther, and nothing. And usually it's like they have the little pre-order thing on it.
Yeah.
It was missing. You know, they're giving that false impression that for sale, bitches.
Yeah. That'd be nice. I mean, I'd love it to be out digitally. Damn it, controller.
I know you're like 40 miles away from the nearest movie theater.
Try 650? Yeah, 50. Try 50. It's 40 to the town. 40 to the town, and another 10 actually making it to the theater, which is in town.
You can, you know, there are always ways to get access.
I know. I just don't like, you know, those ways all that often. Because usually it's a crappy copy. Usually not very good, you know.
You know this is going live, that this is being recorded, right? You're supposed to go, I don't do that.
And I don't do that because, you know, it's illegal. And other, you know, that kind of shit. Yeah, I don't do that. That's just, man, you can't do that.
It's wrong.
What's
it's
wrong?
immoral.
I think I saw somebody inside
like
of that train.
Who would
You
do
were
that?
so full of
And
elixirs.
they'll have your balls.
I saw it the too.
Yeah.
But you're really not imagining it?
It's like South Park. Those guys will show up and they'll
Goblins, you gave me a
squeeze your
heart attack.
balls.
Oh man,
Not in
you don't
the
ever
Bud
change.
Las Vegas way.
One little
Not
whiff of the
pleasant way.
supernatural makes you freak out.
Be quiet. I think we have bigger the things to worry about now. Huh?
What the honk is that?
Oh yeah, they're doing train men in it.
Not again.
The
Me and
train's
trains,
flying.
we are so not getting along lately.
Oh, speaking of,
What was that?
do you know the difference between a train
Oh,
and a
dear
tram?
Lord.
Yeah, Rain? This is really not the time!
See the Doom Train.
There's no mistaking that for the
And nobody knows
Ghost Train.
Suplex.
Nope.
Why couldn't it be a mirage instead of a ghost?
Is one really better than the other?
Yes, mirages and ghosts are nothing alike.
And no, it's not a pile driver.
Good to know.
What is it?
No, because the train is upside down and horizontal when it hits the ground when, you know, Saban does the throw on it.
Just hang on, sis.
Pile driver is, you know, they're head first straight down into the ground.
Yeah. And now the Doom Train has
They're the straight ahead.
train. So now I'm having to fight the Doom Train. But I don't have suplex.
It's the Doom
Rain!
Train!
It's better than the Pain Train.
Not as good as the Soul Train.
There.
Are you okay, Rain?
Have
Yeah.
any train puns for sleep? I don't. I have no
I am
idea.
not going to further conduct this idiocy.
Let's do this,
That is
sis.
not conducted to a good
Rain?
conversation.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay then. Just
Yeah,
checking.
you really engineered the hell out of that one.
No, I have to actually, think.
Just stop. I'm stopping. We're stopping.
No, I mean, I had to think who to summon to beat this monster.
Well, no one can suplex it, so you're kind of fucked.
Well, it's not a train anymore, though, so, yeah, that one's rather weak. That's a move.
No, it's not. There is no suplex move.
But I can summon Sephiroth. And I can summon...
Because the Doom Train had to turn into Cthulhu. Or, not Cthulhu, Harpo Tepeleper. I can't pronounce his name.
Blade. You have to turn into Blade. So I'm beating Blade now.
What?
Vampire Prime. Prime Vampire. I don't know if Blade was the only vampire I could think of.
Let's show them what we can do.
Split second decision making of names. Vincent, there we go. I don't know.
Time to put a stop to this.
Although it would be awesome if Vincent was here.
Betty by time.
Okay, so
Oh, great. Now Punchy the Clown from 13's in here, in the mix.
Sephiroth was better. Yeah. Sephiroth just outright killed it. See, that's all I do for boss battles in this game. Summon. Just save your
That's
summon
always
zones.
good. Summon the devil.
Like, I always summon. Oh, that's it. Sephiroth is supposed to be into the devil.
Ugh. Your fan service games.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I like this. This is what I like. Vampire Prime Memento, Prime Gem, and some Mega Phoenix. Sweet.
Yes!
At least I've been spared commenting on the weird inclusion of jiggle physics in the hyperdimension games.
You might be the immortal.
Oh,
There
dude,
really
Rain.
are no Jiggle
Got any
physics there.
ideas?
I've
Rain?
seen the previews.
I just don't remember they're doing it. I might have been ignoring them.
Use this.
Giant freaking steak. A giant fucking steak.
Rain!
So you murdered Vincent?
That wasn't Vincent, that was just another vampire.
Rain?
Because Vincent never went around fighting
And
people.
then I said to the chocobo, "You feather cut that out."
That really was.
Good work. Looks like she's gonna pull through now. Her and the town.
That wasn't
Thanks to
even
you. Dude, way to come prepared.
Thanks, Sid. He found
You're the
out
one who
that to
picked this
defeat the
game.
Prime, we'd need a wooden stake from a tree that's been alive longer
You can
than
say
him.
that pun really sucked.
That took some hunting. I just looked for the oldest tree I could find. Made it just in time.
Yeah, that pun really sucked.
Good morning, Lon.
Oh, hey. Morning.
I'm just gonna drink some bleach here right now. Because that just
Clouds here? Huh? Wait, what?
Oh, it burns so good going
I was
down.
attacked by the Prime.
Is it really good with all that steak?
Dude, no!
Dude, yes. Seeing you with fangs was creepy.
You can't see how my eyes just rolled into another dimension.
Pick the hooray! That's 3 out of the 4 keys in the bag!
The Prime must have been holding on to it. Except
Don't let it drive you batty.
this key.
What about it?
I don't know.
Another sip in the bleach.
What is it you think
I
these keys are gonna
enjoy
unlock?
inflicting suffering upon you.
Well, they're keys, so a door, I guess?
That burns so good.
Hmm.
Nah. I'm overthinking it. Never mind.
Oh, Cloud! I
Now
never
you know
thanked
how
you.
my eyes feel.
Thanks again.
Don't do anything you're gonna regret later on.
I really should have advertised this better, because I keep on forgetting to advertise my shit. You know, like posting things in places where people can see them and hopefully click on them and start watching me.
Yeah, but then people would actually start watching you. And
That's the point. I want people to watch. You know what they say? Bad publicity is good publicity. Now I can summon Cloud and Celeste, and I can save. Yay!
it's a great saying if you're Donald Trump.
Yeah, true. Now with him, bad publicity is bad publicity.
Damn it! When are they gonna release freaking SNK Samurai Showdown 5 special?
Okay, I'm gonna go here now to unlock Cloud and
Want some tea? What now? Which champion would you like to awaken?
yay! Now I can use Cloud
What
and
now?
Celeste.
Whose soul will you touch?
Let me see who I can intervene on now.
Accidentally disconnected there for a second.
A duel of 3. Tombre.
Hello.
Yeah, you're still here. I can hear you. Those VVs. Black Chocobo.
chicken.
I'm gonna try the black chocobo one. See if win.
Master, are you certain that it came from here?
Why has it
This
gotta be a
SOS
white
for the
chocobo?
chocobo sounds pretty far-fetched if you ask me. Yes,
Oh, wow.
I know that's what you
Black
told
chocobo.
me, but we've
Oh.
scoured the area and I don't... Huh?
Never mind then.
Boko, you sure that black chocobo's part of it? Those chocobos have been worked to the bone. You're right about one thing. We have got to set them free.
The black one is
Hey,
enslaving the yellow
Master!
one.
Did you hear that? That young man is going to save the chocobos! Come on!
It's about a black chocobo.
Of course it is.
Enslaving yellow.
Hold on a minute. That chocobo is Hyperion. What is he doing here in Grimoire?
Of course it is.
Hey, Beaky! What do you want with all these chocobos?
Now I've got to fight the black chocobo.
You know,
Talk about
this
some
black
wisdom.
chocobo's got a memorable name.
Seraphie once told me that there was a chocobo of that name and color that could made a name for himself at a place called the Gold Saucer.
Wow, I love amusement parks.
Wait, how did you know it's an amusement park?
Good question.
What?
Remember the golden saucer?
I.
Oh.
What does that have to do with the chocobo? What?
You don't remember the chocobo racing? And how the black
Just-
chocobo was the best for racing? Well, besides the gold. Wasn't the black chocobo like the second best chocobo you can get?
I want to see. I want to go see Black Panther again.
Was that good?
Oh, it was. I mean, I'm quite sure that people say that I'm just saying that because I'm a liberal SJW cuck.
Aren't we all? Well, not all of us.
And a race traitor because, you know, people have been acting really Nazi-ish again lately. But I just stabbed them in the eye.
With facts. And
And a dull switchblade.
Phew! We did it, Boko. But I don't get it. What was that chocobo's problem?
Technically, it's just a themed
Okay,
letter
guys,
opener
you're
that
free to
someone
go.
tried to sharpen.
Who are you?
Chocobocolina! Oh, I'm just a regular old passerby.
They
Plain as
failed.
come. I have to say, you are really something. It takes one tough hombre to handle Hyperion.
And I suppose Hyperion must be that black chocobo from before? I tell ya, that thing was more behemoth than chocobo. And it's not often that Boko gets openly hostile toward anything. Oh, and by Boko, I mean this fella. I'm Bartz, and you are?
My name is Chocolate. I can see Boko is very smart. That, and he seems to have the same keen senses as my master.
Master?
Then it got quiet again.
sorry, I'm listening. to
Say,
the-
Bartz, if you're planning a long journey, why don't you visit my shop before you go?
You know what they
I
need to
carry
make?
just the kind of items an enterprising adventurer needs. And I want to ask you
Full
more about
remake
those
of Breath of
chocobos
Fire
too.
3.
Wow. You should have said that you run your own shop.
You know, the
Sure,
best
we'll
Breath
take you
of
up on the
Fire.
offer. Right, Boko?
I don't think I've actually
Oh,
played that.
perfect! Right this way! Chocoboko Ching! So
Well, you know
I
they
wanted to
released,
ask, why are you able to understand what Boko
Star
says?
Ocean, The Last Hope,
Me
right?
and Boko just have a special connection.
Yeah, there we go.
What?
Metal Choco. Metal Chocobo. Yeah, there's a metal Chocobo. Mecha Chocobo or something like that. Just awesome. It just looks freaking awesome.
I also wish they'd remake The Last Starfighter.
Hello.
But no, no
What
one can
now?
do that.
Whose soul will you touch?
It should be the next one on the list. No, it's not. I have to wait.
It's like I read Ready Player One. That book is for posers. Posers!
What now?
No mention of the Star
Please.
League.
No mention of the one.
The Star League. Greetings, Starfighter.
Okay, I need to travel to.
What?
No. There we go. That's great.
Tell me you wouldn't watch a series, like an HBO series based on The Last Starfighter.
Yeah, I probably would. If we're being honest. Oh yeah, I actually watched I don't know if I told you. No, I watched Spider-Man: Homecoming the other day.
Yeah, you said that before.
Okay.
With the Vulture.
Huh? With what?
With-
Huh?
The villain in it was the Vulture.
Oh yeah, that was an awesome way of making the Walker too. With the same wheel, same design as the what you call it?
Oh, looks like everyone's back to normal
As
now.
the Avengers home base.
Another day has been saved.
No,
Alrighty then.
air
Next
base,
up is...
rather.
What were we after again?
Yeah.
What, you mean with the same kind of turbines used for the,
The rain and the long
For the,
succeed in their noble
helicarriers?
adventure. See the tune.
The helicarrier. Yeah.
Tama, hey, who gave you permission to cut to a
That's
commercial
like-
break? Put us back on the air.
I was
most of
attacked by
it
this
was
mirage,
Chitauri tech,
and
though.
apparently turned into a vampire. Of course, I can't remember any of it.
Remember, the whole point is that they're
And
one of the
now,
cleanup
back to the
crews
adventures
from,
of Lon and Rain and Tama and a bunch of
from
mirages
the New
and
York
Lon.
invasion.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever. So, what are we doing? Anybody? Should we go pay one last visit to Celeste and Sid before we head out?
What was that one speech that I was trying to remember? Oh yes, greetings Starfighter. You have been recruited by the Star League to defend the frontier against Dur and the Kodan Armada. I didn't just look that up on my phone. No! Wait, you've never seen that movie?
What movie again?
Well, I believe
The
I've heard of
Last
such a temple in the
Starfighter.
Besaid region, directly above us.
So, about this Besaid place.
Kinda remember hearing
It sounds
that
like it's the
name
continent
before.
directly above us.
I can't keep
Good.
track of every
We won't do
single
any
movie.
falling to get there.
Where the guy in
Be
the
whatever
trailer
it's
park
called, here we
plays the
come.
video game and wins.
No jokes about BO
Gets
this time?
recruited to be an
Oh,
actual space fighter pilot by aliens.
By the by, do you buy into this so-called
You have to keep in mind that we remember almost nothing about Grimoire.
Best
Azure,
starship name ever.
Crimson, all this
Gunstars.
prophecy stuff, it
Yeah.
just sounds like jibber jabber to us.
Plus they had the Death
This
Blossom.
is my
Well,
first
except for
time in
Ben
Grimoire
Cisco's,
too, so I don't get it the either.
Hitman, that's
Yep.
better
Sails
name.
over my head.
Yeah,
no,
well,
no.
on entire Navy
Ben
sail over your
Cisco's
head.
motherfucking pin.
I suppose that it's
Yeah.
fine as long as you're taking it with a grain of salt. But do allow me to add a word of caution.
I just doubt they can
You see,
actually,
While this library contains every ancient
Name
book you
it
can
like
imagine, not one of them mentions anything
think
about
They didn't have
Crimson
Death
prophecy.
Blossom though.
Wow. So even with all these books, you're still missing one?
No. Anything old enough to be called a proper
Or,
prophecy
you know, it goes
would have
into
to be
this
in our archives.
high-speed, multi-axial
Then
spin,
why isn't it?
firing every weapon in
Indeed.
every direction,
I'm
creating
certain
a
there's a good
spherical
explanation,
kill
which
zone
we just
around
aren't
it
thinking of.
that wipes out anything caught in range.
Hey Sid, since the town's got one of those anchor things, doesn't that mean you guys are a part of the Federation
God
now?
damn, you need to watch that
Really?
movie.
That would certainly be news to me.
Huh? What do you mean?
What do you mean, you mean? As far as I know, we drove those yahoos off. Whatever it was they thought they were selling.
So then what? They took over Tometown by force?
Big pioneer in CGI
The
movies.
vampires were all part of some bigger the plan?
What? Oh, no, no, no. They would never. Yes, they would! When did
Considering it was
Federation
the
become
first
such
that
thugs?
used CGI as more than just like, you know,
before?
a
Oh,
3-second
well, they were certainly very
shot,
coercive, but I've never heard of anything quite like this.
but based the
Well,
bulk
we
of its
have.
special effects
Bahamut
around
sent a
it.
whole horde of goblins to invade Cornelia.
Really? Well, you don't say. That's just a little bit unsettling.
I mean, sure, it looks like freaking Reboot, but I liked Reboot.
You do know those monocles you got there? I invented those some years ago.
What?
Especially later on.
Dude?
when they actually
This
got
was back
better
before I got my new body. I was on a grand adventure to find new books, and I noticed that the towns I visited had just the strangest spatial distortions. I naturally suspected the
My
presence of
favorite-
hidden
my
bookshops.
favorite-
For the record, that's not normal.
Well, anyway, I decided to make a lens that
So my
corrected the
favorite art is
distortions.
still the pirate
And
art.
when I saw a whopping no bookshops and a bunch of weird chains, I made a sad face and gave my dear monocle away.
When Bob
Okay.
Much of a
when
bibbity
Bob
file
became a
are
pirate,
you anyway?
Later, someone asked how to make the lenses. So I
Okay.
generously passed the wisdom on.
What, you don't remember that?
And I guess those models found a
I
way
don't
to show
remember
what
it
is
being
in.
an art.
If you don't mind, I am...
The town seems to be back on its feet.
I remember it being like
Still,
an episode,
how can they
but
care so little? Do they not mind their home in chains?
Yeah,
That was a whole
I guess
arc.
they
It was
just
like
don't care
10
unless it's actively
episodes,
hurting them,
nothing
huh?
but
It's worse.
pirate arc.
Some of the poor fools are even thankful for it. They think it's Bahamut that will
whole,
keep
like,
them safe from
episodes of it.
vampires.
I never
Maybe.
saw the last
Some
season
people just
of
think
Reboot,
life under
okay?
Federation rule is easier.
That
But
was
is
method,
it
was an
truly
entire
easier?
arc.
When Bahamut
With
takes
them being
control,
pirates.
they promise you you'll remain
And,
free.
Where,
But
where
that's
it
not
left
true at all.
off is
And,
What
where
does
it was
that mean?
the show was
The
starring
whole catch
Enzo
about joining the
and
Federation
what's her name,
is that
roaming
you're
the
asked to
internet.
become an architect. Someone willing to build a
Damn,
better
you missed a lot
tomorrow.
then, 'cause that's
Okay,
the beginning of
but
the
how do
pirate
they
arc.
convince people?
Well, part of the appeal is that it gives you
That's
something to be
literally
proud about,
Bob going
but
out
that's
to the
far
internet
from the
becoming
only
a
incentive.
pirate.
You see,
know,
once you're an
hacker, pirate,
architect,
you know,
you get to
pirating
live in a
software.
cathedral and
It's
perform
been
your
a
duties
long
amidst
time,
the utmost
okay? Fuck
luxury.
you.
You're kept far away from
Then it
war
was
and
Endo
strife,
and
never
Dot
wanting for
trying to
food,
find
and free to live
Bob.
out the rest of your days in leisure.
Them becoming
Oh,
pirates.
dude! No wonder
It
so
never
many people
fucking
are lining up
streams
for the
anywhere.
job.
Sign
Yeah,
me up
you
for
have
the
to kind
Pampered
of
and
find it
Welcome
online
crew.
in different
Yeah, but don't you
places.
think it sounds a little too good
Actually, I
to be
think it's
true?
on YouTube, to be
Exactly.
honest.
Any sane person can see it.
I do
yeah.
think it's on YouTube now.
No
Yeah,
one should
but-
fall for that stuff.
No,
Right?
not free.
Can't imagine what goes
Oh,
through
yeah,
their
not
heads.
free, yeah.
But if you
No, I
voice your
found a place
suspicions
I
or
found a-
reject their luxury,
I
the
wanna say
Federation
I
pushes you
actually
right to the bottom.
downloaded- tried
You become
downloading
dead to the
entire series
world.
once.
Yes, we've seen them.
Can't remember if it was
People like
successful
that.
or not.
So no one wants to dig deeper.
Pay
or
$3
think
an
harder
episode
about
for,
it.
10,
They
for
nod
more
their
than
heads,
10 episodes. No
oblivious to
thank
what it
you.
means.
Wow.
Better to take the less complicated path
Or it might be on
and justify it
watchcartoons.me.
by only hearing the things you want to hear. It's truly
Yeah, I
maddening
think it's
when you
actually I think
consider
it is on Watch Cartoons.
The consequences are right there, but they refuse to look.
Great, now it's going to get taken
Unfortunately,
down because
Celeste,
you mentioned it.
there's a lot of people out there who
Nobody
don't know how
cares
to
about
think things
reboots.
through. It really is so sad.
How
No, I
very
meant
true.
the
But hey,
website.
once you've made up your mind about
Oh
stuff,
shit.
it's not an easy thing to back down. Folks would say,
I won't be able to watch Superman the animated series anymore.
I only have
oh
36
yeah,
subscribers.
they'd say
I
you
really
lack
think
confection.
they're going to be
That
watching
does
something
sound
with
like
no
a soul-crushing
subscribers.
dilemma. I wouldn't the one to give up candy. I've heard some
mean-
dumb things, but rate it on a scale of dumb to 10. That right
I'm
there
pretty
was
sure
the
they
dumb
just
ever.
have bots
Oh,
looking
and
for shit like
I think
that.
the phrase he was looking for, it's lacking conviction.
The way they do music.
I knew that.
Oh, me too.
Then why
Because
did
they're
you say it?
assholes.
There are so many mirrors to
You are
every
a funny
site.
bunch.
Hey, there's only
I mean-
one weirdo around, and that's this guy.
Huh? But she said
Hey,
funny.
Fleecy, still
and I
with
am not
us?
weird.
Oh,
Won't
you are
blame you
both
if you're
weird.
not.
What?
Yeah, I really don't blame
Dude.
you.
Yay! I'm the only one who's not the weird.
Oh, sorry. You're included.
This is not the highest energy of episodes.
Not really. Damn it, controller. There we go.
Doom Train wasn't a Doom Train.
It was a vampire hiding as a Doom.
You know, I meant to ask.
What?
How did
That
you end
part
up
I never
working
got.
here with Sid?
Let's just say Sid and I go back a long way. He's the one who hired
were
me to
Jeff.
protect Hometown. Of course, now I stay for other reasons. Someone has to make sure he stays out of trouble. Over half the junk you saw in the train graveyard is stuff Sid destroyed on one of his rampages.
Wow, dude. I was wondering how it got piled up. That was Sid?
His mind shuts down, and he becomes a pathological collector who attacks
But
anything
did the new
he
episode of
sets
that
his sights on.
podcast I like come
There's
out?
no pattern to his targets, so he poses a
That's
real
the big
danger.
question.
That sounds pretty rough.
So you see, someone has to keep an eye on him, or there's no telling what sort of damage he might do.
Yep.
$10 million rapist question.
Come by and...
Said great. With a G. Nope. Last podcast hasn't updated yet. I still feel sorry for Henry Zabrowski.
Who's that?
Who's Henry Zabrowski?
Yeah.
He's one of the co-hosts of Last Podcast on the Left.
Okay.
He also plays the main guy in Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell.
Okay.
He's the main demon character. And apparently they were doing an episode of they cover the horrors of their real life horror stories and stuff like that.
Okay.
Stuff like serial killers and
Hey, you there. See,
they were doing an in-depth look at Timothy McVeigh. And you know how with the whole Timothy McVeigh thing, there was that one like really super racist white power novel
Head over to the
that, you know, all of those white power groups were obsessed with at the time, the Turner Diaries. And Zabrowski was, you know, to research the whole, was doing the, was, you know, the one tasked with doing the researching the whole thing.
I need more than anything.
So apparently he had to read the Turner Diaries at work at Adult Swim. Just sitting there trying to secretly read it, hoping no one will ask him, "Hey, what you reading?"
Yeah, that's how I feel if I was reading like Mein Kampf and someone came in and like, what?
Chapter 18. The Fell Spell and the
I don't
Quattro
know,
Queen.
because Mein Kampf at least has historical value. You're like, you read it not because you agree with Hitler, but to get insight on what his crazy was like.
Or you read it
You
because you
understand the
agree with
conditions that led to the Holocaust and how to avoid them in the future. Huh?
That's not the usual train whistle.
Or
Look
like
over
I said,
there.
if you actually
I
do
think I
agree
see
with,
some lights that weren't there before.
If you are indeed a neo-Nazi who
north of
agrees
us.
with Hitler.
Maybe the train will take us to the upper the continent.
Yeah, but you have to be a dick to do that.
This is the internet.
For president.
Yeah, this is the internet. Everyone's dicks to the internet. Even you and I, we're both dicks. But not that
Again,
kind of dick.
Hey,
for president.
these tracks don't go anywhere.
Yeah,
Maybe they're doing construction.
No.
Not him.
Yes, me.
He's
If
not
the
literally
conductor
Hitler,
is here, then the train must be up and running.
But, like, how can he be in so many places? Who's touring the other trains?
I'm everywhere my passengers need me. The
No,
nitty-gritty
Trump isn't
technical
Hitler.
details are a trade secret.
Hush!
but a lot of his policies are very
So,
Hitler-esque.
Mr. the Conductor, sir? Is the train running? Does it go to the upper the continent?
Of course it does. Go on then, all aboard. But first, your tickets, please.
Yeah. Well, put him more along the line of Italian fascism than German fascism. But
Oh, I've heard the some mirage. If you find any mirages, You will. She's got.
But it's not the greatest of differences.
And it's all thanks to you. This is for you. No.
Mega Adventure solved. Yay. Oh, I need to change the title of this.
Oh, great. The new British TV show on Netflix. Hitler's Circle of Evil.
Damn it, it won't let. Yeah, my computer sucks.
Well, yeah.
I still don't know.
Wait, what's going on? What'd you do? I was looking away from the screen for a minute.
There we go. I'll change in the title of the video.
Right, tickets,
I'll bust
please.
back into my Tostitos and my salsa con queso.
Go on then. All aboard.
Do you like salsa con queso?
We would like to take a moment now to kindly remind all our passengers to remain in their seats facing forward. Please fasten your
I bet you
seatbelts
make
at
your
this
own.
time.
Seatbelts on a train?
What are they for?
Seatbelts on a train.
Oh no. Galaxy Express is gonna sue somebody.
Who? What? No?
3, 2, lift off!
Galaxy Express 999.
Oh yeah.
Like Captain Harlock and Esmeralda.
Did you ever watch Final Fantasy Unlimited? Anime.
Why does this world's transportation
No.
have to be so...
Huh?
They actually have a character from
What?
Final Fantasy Unlimited in the game. In the form of a summon, a champion.
Wow!
Okay, so clearly they've flooded the cabin with LSD.
No, we're underwater now. We'll not be underwater. Guess which character are we going to be introduced to now? Yeah, you already know.
He's gonna have a volleyball.
Huh?
Is it Waka?
Aloha! And a warm welcome to the Empyrean.
Oh, I am now loving this weather.
It makes me just want to laugh out loud.
You're not gonna be hit
I
with
have
a
no
blitz
idea
ball,
how to
are you?
react to that, so I'm just gonna ignore you. Now, what do you say we head for that town over there?
He even did the forced laugh. The ha 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 thing. He just did that. So at least that's out of the way. And the town is named for the same.
Except
because of course it is. Yeah, I think we should just stop watching.
Okay.
We see you, traitor!
Okay, we've got a temple in the deep to find.
Been
Why don't we
betrayed.
start by asking around?
This letter just isn't enough.
Now, for some reason, all I want to do is watch the
Wait, you wouldn't
producer's
happen to be
musical.
Mirage Keepers, would you? I'm looking for some fish scales. You wouldn't happen to have any you can spare, would you?
What? It was a good.
Thanks
It was
a
a good.
bunch.
It was a good
Now
movie.
I'm finally confident enough to give her my letter. What do I need them for? Well, I'm going to use them to decorate my proposal letter.
I mean,
It's
sure,
kind of a family
they didn't
tradition.
have Nathan
We believe
Lane,
that when you
they
ask
didn't
someone
have
to marry you,
Zero
giving them fish
Mostel or
scales will ensure they
Gene
say
Wilder,
yes.
but
Don't laugh.
I think Nathan
Again,
Lane and
I know
Matthew
that
Broderick
fish scales
did a
aren't
damn
exactly
fine
the
job.
first thing that comes to mind when people think about romance, but if you ever really looked at them, they're anyway.
Ah, the sun.
You know, Will Ferrell is that one Nazi guy.
Well, it sounds like everyone's heard about the temple we're after.
Such nice
Thing is,
guys.
none of these people have actually been there.
What'd you expect? It's the temple in the deep. You think people would call
Just
it that
makes
if
you
it was
want to break
swimmable?
into song.
From the look of it, train probably doesn't stop there
Springtime
either.
for Hitler and Germany.
And to Logist, always here to assist?
Wow! A person that studies the pants? They think of the everything.
Both of them were awesome.
Yeah, pants must be serious business.
I mean,
It's
granted, the
pantologist,
second
dummy.
one just because
prefix is
they
pan.
really should have made it
Cookware,
a
huh?
musical the
Neat.
first damn time.
Not those pants. As in all. Like they do a little of everything.
Oh, well, if they do a little of everything, then maybe they can do a little of helping us get down to that sunken temple. Let's hit the pants!
Wait, Lon!
A curse makes it less worse.
That looks like the place.
Winter for Poland and France.
Now the test will surely end in success.
Shantoto.
Oh. Was I a quart of ingredients short?
Service, please!
Lon, ever heard of manners?
Who goes there? Oh my, I rarely cross paths with a
Like,
giant
as great as the original was,
So tell me,
it never
are
had.
you the Pan Mighty person from the ad?
Yes, that's the gist. How
A
can I
really gay
assist?
Hitler calling himself the German Ethel Merman.
The sunken temple?
Yes.
I don't know, maybe you could give us a magic spell, you know, something that lets us breathe underwater? Maybe some magic pants?
Breathe underwater. Whether it's gills or spells you want, the solution can be met, but the sea is its own kind of hell you're almost certain to regret. The currents will leave you blind, and it's
And I'm
certain
not
that you'll
for
be bored
homophobia.
out of your mind.
That's discouraging.
Well, hang on, we can
But I'm
handle a
all
little
for
certain
trolling
regret.
Nazi hate groups based
yeah.
on their phobias.
If you know a solution, then we'd really appreciate it if you could help us out.
So come on, please?
Well, if you're quite certain that that is your desire, perhaps you're just what I require.
Excuse me?
Excellent. We'll start with the dunce. You see, you can't do two total losers at once.
Yeah, if you notice, I haven't been trying to 100% this game.
Breathe!
Lon! Hey, what's wrong? What did you do
Yeah,
to him?
I pretty much figure
You
that's
simply
obvious.
can no longer breathe air.
Why not?
Oh, come now, darling, use your head. You wanted to swim like the fishes, you said. But a fish out of water is soon to be dead.
Are you some kind of murderer?
Oh my. After I do you a favor, this is how you choose to repay me.
I want to do a little backtracking,
Don't
but
make me angry. Her magic powers, the incredible! Rain, maybe you should consider apologizing?
What? But please forgive me?
yeah, she's gonna kill me. Yeah, she just killed you. Scripted. Yeah, I can't backtrack after this. Goddamn, I forgot about that.
Okay.
I kind of have to beat this part before I can backtrack.
Wait, I can... huh?
Hey, it's filled with liquid oxygen.
No, it's filled
James
with water.
Cameron's gonna sue somebody. Huh?
It's filled with water.
Hey, sis.
No, because they're still alive.
Oh,
Yeah, they made
you've
it.
decided to awake.
She made it so they can breathe
Well,
water.
off you go with these 2 flakes.
Natter, she just filled the barrels with liquid oxygen from the abyss.
You can guess who that is. Yay, Tidus. Okay, it's water, dude, because you get in the water.
What are you doing? No!
Ah, The Abyss, the movie that James Cameron is now remaking on the planet of Pandora.
Well, you can make liquid oxygen. I mean, it's not impossible to make liquid oxygen.
Whoa, check it out!
Well,
We're
in the Abyss,
ocean
it was
and
at
we're
room
actually
temperature.
breathing.
I hope you like it, because we can't breathe anywhere else.
Don't you worry. I've been to the Sunken Temple a bunch of times.
Well, depending on the atmospheric pressures and everything, you could conceivably make breathable
But
water.
just a minute. Does this mean we can't return to Ninewood Hills? Oh,
Actually, they've been experimenting with that already.
I didn't know
They
you
have
could
some
breathe
very
underwater,
promising
too.
things. The problem is,
confusing me with your average mortal.
the
I'm
lungs
special.
aren't made to
Okay,
expel
but then
water
why didn't you just go to
efficiently,
the temple for us?
so you end up with a depleted, with a massive amount of oxygen depleted water in your lungs you can't get rid of.
If you sit me in there alone, I'd get annihilated. Sorry. So, did you mean it when you said that we could go back to Ninewood Hills?
Well, that place isn't just immune to the time.
Bro,
it can dispel the magic.
Not
and
water,
other
it's
mystical
other gases that...
manipulations. So, that means you can go back to Ninewood Hills without the choking to death.
No.
Thank goodness. Although, I guess that means we won't be able to travel anywhere else, huh?
Let's just finish our dump to the Sunken Temple, and... Wait, if we find the key, will we change back?
Oh, don't worry. Dr. Shantoto gave me the antidote to the curse.
What a relief. I thought we'd
Huh?
end up stuck like this.
I said usually with water
Wait,
poisoning,
did you say
it's usually not
curse?
the water that's killing you.
Dude!
The other
Yeah,
chemicals.
I mean, curses are the doc's specialty.
First we've heard of that. Well, as long as she's planning on fixing us up.
Sorta. You see, the doc said, tell those twin losers the antidote costs, so bring me a Quattro Ruby or they can get lost. So good luck. I'm not crossing her.
She said all that?
Twin losers? What? Where did she get off calling me a loser? Lon is the loser here.
You're mad about the name calling?
Question for you. What exactly is a Quattro Ruby?
Oh, good point. What is a Quattro?
A Quattro? Oh, there's some right over there.
Good.
They're
Now it's
queen
time
prize
to
red
kill the
tears, which are
evil
called
sheep
Quattro
boss.
Rubies.
Now I see. But those sound like they must be just about impossible to get.
True enough. They say she only sheds
Kill
one
that
tear
sheep.
every decade. The rubies go for at least 100 million gil.
100 mil?
Yeah, she's
I
not.
swear, that
she's
is the
not
last
anywhere
time I
near
ever
the
consulted a
keyboard.
pantologist.
Hey, Tidus, how come you can breathe underwater?
Well, if you've tossed enough blitz balls around. What? I'll tell you about it some other time.
Yeah, apparently Tidus can breathe underwater. Because of Blitzball.
is.
He just mentions it in passing, and that's it. Like he just did.
Okay, I'll be waiting back at the surface. Good luck finding that Quacho Ruby.
Yep, got it covered.
Letting him get the
Hey,
story.
just don't forget why we originally came here.
You know, if we found enough of them, we could all be filthy, stinking the rich.
Nothing. I'm just preoccupied with
I
my
like your
chips and
style,
dip.
Tama. Hear that? We're gonna find a Quacho zillion rubies.
I'll say it again.
I have to
Don't forget why
concentrate,
we're here.
or everything could go horribly wrong.
Let's just find the key, get the ruby
Oh
we
no,
need,
I missed the
and
jar.
trade for the antidote.
I missed the jar again. Got it.
Well, folks, I'm going to leave this episode here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're interested in future content, please like this video, share it with your friends, and if you really like it, please feel free to subscribe and hit that bell button to receive future videos, and to see whenever I upload mine.
Go! Go to that thing!
All that,
Try some salsa and queso.
all that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Here you go.